Okay, I thought I'd come suitably dressed for the season. Ho ho! Gee, you'd think they could make his nose blink on and off or something, or glow. Anyway, I think we find a lot more sense in the critters out there in nature than we do in most people. And so, here we go. To unplug from the matrix, we must unplug from the mind. This is 12/12/2010, second of that day. Mayan day 5 Lord or light. Overall, it's a rather simple thing we are all doing. We want to step out of the matrix. We must step out of the mind, out of total reliance on that. And it's just about that simple, really. Mind makes things complex that are not. Not. What is higher consciousness, really? Higher vibrational frequency. Pretty simple, wouldn't you say? Should be somewhat simple to attain, one would think. Yet again, mind comes in, and now we have methods and publications in endless array. Yep. That would be fine, too, if they all agreed, but of course they don't. Quite a conflict, all of it is. What's a body to do? Good question. Go within heart. Get your best answers there. Don't settle for anything less. Take all outer guidance and direction, all books, videos, and conversation, as a consult only, never as fact or as truth. Do you hear that? And do you sense the simplicity of it? You, as sovereign being, are the only one set to rule your own life. Don't give your power away anymore. Let all of that stop. If you haven't pulled the plug on the TV, then what are you waiting for? How long will you work against your higher self that way? That's nothing but programming, friend, in more ways than you could possibly know. Nor I could. When we come into heart, we stop working against our own self. Mind does that. Mind is confused. Not so within heart. Things begin to return to their native simplicity there. It's a wonderful ride, this transit from the head to the heart. I highly recommend it. It will turn your whole world upside down. Are you ready for that? If not, then better leave this channel, this site. I'm fully committed to this journey, to helping lead people out. We're fed up with the matrix. It can go to hell by itself. We've no need to go along for that ride. We're stepping out. So, welcome if you're at least somewhat courageous or completely fed up. That works just as well, you know. Somehow it brings out the courage inside. No doubt that's why we set things up this way. Yes, we brought these things on ourselves. There will be no pointing finger, pause here. The blame game is out. That's for immature children. Here, we practice sovereign beinghood, nothing less. Well, that's our ideal anyway. No one is perfect, and that is just fine. No one needs to be. We do need to have clear sights, though. If we can't see where we are going, we're liable to run into the ditch. So, one thing that's really required here to get the most out of it with enjoyment is to take a good look at your definition of self. Yep. If you have a lower one than what I'm suggesting, which is that you are really a great light being in your own right, then what I say doesn't make good sense. You won't like it. won't likely enjoy it one bit. So, look to the "Who am I?" question. Please spend some time with that. It will pay off quite handsomely. You'll see. You will find that the last thing you are is all those things you believe yourself to be. You aren't that, not by a long shot. But me telling you doesn't help. You must prove this to self. No one can do it for you. This is not a spectator sport. You'll be called on to make some simple moves, and you may even be traumatized by what you find. Only the determined need apply. I have nothing to offer, really. I'm just a tour guide. You do all the work. I just give you suggestions to help guide you here and there. You are awakening, so are we all. It is much more fun doing it together, don't you think? We've plenty of moral support to offer here to one and all. Only the earnest need apply. The earnest heart may well take wings and fly off from here, fully strengthened within. Graduation is your own sovereign beinghood. You'll know just when. Does it sound crazy? Sorry, that can't be helped. It is what it is, my friends. Heart writes these things. They come out of both heart and the silence somehow. I'm as much of a follower as you. Did you know that? I'm sure some of you do. Heart and light is the leader of the new age that's dawning, you know. This isn't a human age. It's an age of light dawning on the earth as never before. None of our ancestors have done or been through this. We are blessed beyond our wildest imagining. Welcome to the delightful party, my friends. Be strong. Know that you already are. Know that your self-image, whatever it is false. You already know you've been programmed. We all have. Most of us recognize that by now. Try this on. A child until the age of 7 has brain waves that stay in alpha, delta, and theta. Not until 7 do the conscious mind beta brain waves appear. Know what that means? Everything, absolutely everything said or done to or around that child goes to programming. There's no conscious mind standing guard. It all goes right in, plop. It's like direct access to the subconscious of every child. And that's why every little thing in a child's life is so intense, so important. It leaves a long-lasting imprint. We've thus all been programmed by all that happened. Every silly show that we watched on the TV, every word. Now, can you imagine the power of that? It's like being under hypnosis throughout the first 6 years of life. And consider, that's before the major programming of the world sets in the society, the schools, the workplace, the government, all the rest. So please, friends, respect yourself. Respect the job you've been doing to get out from under this load. It is significant, no small task. So give yourself credit for having gotten thus far. Come on now, reach up, pat yourself on the back. You've done well, no small task. To me, it feels like we're on the launch pad already, about to blast off. Some of us are even having test runs, the chi energy taking off, stirring things up, crazy downloads coming in, night dreams more believable than day life, which is also a bit of a dream. We're so very close. Do you feel it? We're so close, we can smell the other side, taste the fragrance of light on our soul. Okay, so we've still got significant challenges here with us. Yeah, can you say with me, so what? Come on, I know you can. Together. So what? What does it matter anyway? It just is what it is. Crying won't fix anything. Neither will beating somebody up. So tantrum if you must, but do it in your locked room. Let it be the pillow you beat up. Tennis racket gives it a nice whap. Now, if you, okay, here we go. If you really want a satisfying feel, take a tennis racket to the pillow. It feels very nice. Like I said, I've often walked through the house pounding the walls with open palms. Very satisfying sound it makes. Feels very good. Makes the cats look at you kind of funny, but, at least they don't run, they just look. Or I clap as loudly as I can. Walk through the house doing that. I cry and I shout. And I'm not kidding. You do what the heck feels good to you. Come on, why not? Kids know how to play. Time for grown-ups to do that too. Now, just do not harm other life. That's my only request. This is your processing. Don't make someone else pay. I don't care if you're processing due to something that person did to you. That doesn't matter one little bit. Keep your nose to yourself. Keep your pain to yourself and your journal or the woods out and back of the house while you work your way through it. Sovereign beings don't hurt others as they're working through their own crap. Now, it may have seemed that someone did something to you, but trust me, that's a lie. Never happened. Remember, your identity is not the particle. Be the wave. Take responsibility and ownership. Realize that the life outside is just a reflection of what is inside of you. You magnetize that. Whatever it is, you need it for some reason. So put it to good use. Just because your neighbor or partner was used as the one to deliver the goods, the blessing, that is, the challenge, to your doorstep, don't blame the messenger. Take responsibility for your stuff. It's there in your life, isn't it? Well then, own it. Take control. Get out of mind who thinks its job is to find someone to blame or someone to fix things up. Just own what is. You'll be happy later on that you did. Now, do I sound tough with you? Can you see I'm also being tough with me? It would be nice if you could see how I'm going through all of these things right by your side. These journals speak to me all the time. They'd better. Else, why else would I do them? Hello? Oh, that was a funny typo. Instead of hello, it came out H-E-L-L-P. Both hell and help together. Oh my God. Oh dear, there's another typo. Instead of together, it came out Gother, G-O-T-H-E-R, as in go there. Wow, what a set of typos. Life is rich. When this sort of thing happens to you, you realize that it is your inner self showing you something. Pay close heed. At least notice. Hello. Yikes, I just did it again. H-E-L-L-P for hello. Looks like my insides are crying out for some help. Gotta see that. It's not like that's news to me either. Just before journaling, I was calling out for assistance, addressing my guide, and that's not been my way at all. But it's getting to the point now. I'm coming into what seem to be more and more clear inner understandings. I seem to know too many things. Well, at least in ways that make sense to mind. Knowing that there are phonies galore just waiting for the light being to ask for help, I am oh so cautious. Generally, I just rely on my own heart, on the portal to light I find there. Yet now I'd like a consult with my guide, please. I'm calling on the family of light to put in an appearance. I could use some guidance here. I'm ready to convert into pure light being, sure. It just gets so old that we don't have our full memories back yet, nor full understanding of our power, our abilities. That gets mighty old. Well, I'm tired of it. I think I rate a heavenly assist. I don't even believe in heaven these days, but I bet you know what I mean. I'll let you know how that works out. Could get interesting. Oh, I don't recommend this, by the way. Not unless you feel you've gotten out of mind pretty seriously. It's too easy to be misled. If you can stay in heart, though, well, that would be different. I would feel better about you there. Heart knows best. Stick close to home. Love and light. Oh, and Merry Christmas.